Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo Day 5. We have the Crusader line in exhibition today. And as we make our way up the ramp, the slow walk, people love the slow walk up the ramp, right? We have before us the C2, the M2, and the A2 in the middle over there. Let's go take a close look at those and make our way down to the hologram room, where I believe the Genesis Starliner is shown. And then we'll take a look at the Ares, Ion, and Inferno, which I absolutely love. Let's begin by doing this. Let me ask you a question. If you had the choice and you could only choose one, would you choose the Ares Inferno, the one with the Gatling gun, or the Ares Ion, the one with a laser cannon? This is the question that's been coming up a lot. We'll take a close look at them in a second. Let's start our tour. Alright, excuse me gents, if I can squeeze in over here. Let's see, in the hologram roof we have the Tumbrel Ranger, which is that motorcycle. Do we need those in the game? We'll talk about that too. The Crusader Genesis Starliner, which is the fancy 747 of Starcitizen. We have a bunch of Tumbrels over there. This is the one with weapons, and Tumbrel Cyclones, which are the racing versions. And the Crusaders, yes. Alright, let's go take a look. I don't think there's too much to say about the M2, C2, and A2. We've seen a lot about them over the past couple of months. In short, the C2 carries the most cargo, the M2 has an extra turret and has a bit less cargo, and the A2 in the middle of there is a bomber which drops those gigantic bombs, and we can see some nice tonks standing by it over there too. Those are a lot of fun to play with. Let's make our way downstairs and see what's in that hologram. Again, big shout out to the team that did the lighting. Absolutely love the lighting over here. And here we are. We have the Tumbrels. These are the ones with weapons on them. The first one over there, that's my favorite one. It's got the missiles and it's got that cannon on it. Absolutely awesome. I can't say we've used them too much. It's kind of fun when we're doing some PvP with friends. But so far, they're very situational. Let's take a look what the plaque says over here. Tumbrel Cyclone MT. Following the success of initial release of a Cyclone, Tumbrel has taken your feedback, expanded the popular line of tactical vehicles. With all the new Cyclone MT outfitted with a combination gun and missile turret, this module offers increased combat options in the field, and that it does. It is a lot of fun. If you haven't tried, go check it out. And those two are self-explanatory. On the other side, we probably have the racing versions of them. And you'll see them pop up in a lot of player-run events where they race cars around. These are a popular choice. Here we go. Yes. That orange-red one. Is it red or orange? It's red. Love the color schemes. Very pretty. Alright, let's go take a look at the holograms. Let's go. Coming around the corner, we have the Genesis Starliner first. Well, what can we say about this? First of all, the game loop is not in the game yet. There are people who love PvP, there are people who love PvE. This is going to be more of a PvE-focused ship, obviously. Your role is essentially going to be pick up passengers from point A, transport them to point B in one piece without dying. Now, there is going to be a little bit of overlap with certain missions that the 890 Jump can do. The mission is going to be to pick up a VIP from point A, take them to point B without them getting killed. And the Genesis Starliner will do that too, except the Genesis Starliner is going to be carrying a lot more passengers. You can fit a lot more in there, probably a lot more VIPs also. There's also going to be some, well, they have a plan for mini games in there, like preparing drinks. I don't know if these will actually come to fruition. I think their idea is interesting, but I can't see myself running around preparing drinks for passengers as an enjoyable game loop. Hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some people will enjoy that. But this entire game loop of transporting VIPs still has to be fleshed out. It's going to show up like any other mission does right now. You can just choose the contract. I'll give you a pickup location. The person either makes a slow walk into the ship, or maybe they just pop into the ship once you land. I don't know how they plan on doing that. Knowing Chris Roberts and fidelity that he likes, most likely you'll have to land. The person will take a slow walk and come up. It's all part of the experience, right? So there you have a Genesis Starliner, a very, very pretty ship. I know a lot of people who are interested in this game loop of transporting VIPs. Obviously, the more important a person is, the bigger the distance or the riskier the route, the greater the payout. So this thing has to be fast. or if you're going to a very, very dangerous area, you may need some escorts to make sure you get your VIP through. This is what that ship is going to do, and I'm looking forward to seeing those game loops make their way into the game. Alright, let's take a look at the other hologram now. Rounding the corner to the Tumbrel, which is the motorcycle. So I own the black one. It looks like something out of Batman. I think it looks very cool. But I got a question when this will exactly be useful. So Tumbrel Ranger TR. I'm a big fan of the Nox. That's that floating one. And I think we can guess at what the differences will be between the wheeled bikes and the floating bikes. The wheeled ones will very likely be able to make faster and tighter turns, while the floating ones will be faster in a straight line. Is there a point in this game where you will want to take a wheeled bike over a floating bike? I don't know if that exists. Maybe this is just up to the player, what they prefer, the styling of it maybe. I'm curious to see if there will be a need to have a wheeled vehicle ever. I can tell you one circumstance where I would need a wheeled one is when I've hopped off my Nox and left it in hover mode, and I've been unable to jump back onto it. So that won't be a problem with this. It's always going to be on the ground. Looking forward to trying it out. Looks like fun. I can't wait to start racing these around maybe. And nothing much else to add on that. Let's make our way back upstairs and go check out the Ares Ion and Ares Inferno, which are awesome little ships. Absolutely love them. I'm having the same dilemma as a lot of people. I got both with the idea that I'll try them both and pick out the one I want to keep. And at the moment, I'm still having a very, very tough time deciding which one stays and which one goes. And yes, I can hear some of you saying, why not both? Well, at the rate it's going, it probably will end up being both. But if you had to choose one, which one? I gotta say that when it comes to staying in space and not needing to rearm, it's gotta go towards the Ion, especially if they increase the range on the weapon. Speaking of the Ion, there she is. Now, if they do increase the range on that cannon, making it a space sniper. Right now, by the way, if you're new to Star Citizen, right now in the game, all the weapons have been reset as far as range goes. They're busy balancing weapon range and ammo counts and everything. So what you're seeing now is not permanent. But this is the Inferno. That's the giant Gatling gun over there. Recently, the ammo count is being increased. And DPS remains the same, but rate of fire increased also. In the middle, we have the Mercury Starliner. Still, one of my, I want to say all-time favorites. The 400i kind of came in and is kind of stealing the spotlight a little bit. I have a gripe about it. There's one thing I could wish I could change. I'll tell you in a second. But back to the story about the Ion. There's that giant cannon on it. I'm leaning towards the Ion, if you have to choose one, for the simple reason that you don't need to rearm. You can simply stay in the fight as long as you can keep firing, and that's basically a laser cannon will keep on working as long as your ship is in one piece. So let me know your thoughts. If you had to choose one, the Ion or the Inferno. Beautiful ships. I think Star Citizen hit it out the park on these. They definitely fill the niche and an itch I had of a powerful solo ship that I can just fly in by myself and do absolutely horrible damage to any large ship. Love it, love it, love it. Now let's take a look at the Crusader Mercury Starliner. When this thing came out, it sold like hotcakes. Obviously, beautiful design. It's a data runner. The ship has purpose. The design is absolutely beautiful. But when the 400i came out, we all realized some serious issue, and that is to get into the Mercury Starliner, you have to open up the back. Can we open up the back? The back looks open over there. One second. Let's go take a look. I never knew this was a problem until the 400i came out. But to get into the Starliner, you have to open up that, you have to run up. Once you get inside, you have to hop up a little step over there and into the server room. Once you get into the server room, you have to open another room into another corridor. Once you're in another corridor, you have to open up a room to another corridor. And once you get through that, you then get to the cockpit. So it's a whole tour of opening up several doors. Doors have to open, lights have to turn on. It's a whole ordeal to get to the cockpit. It never bothered me until I got the 400i and realized how important getting into a ship made easy is. So if I had one wish for the Mercury Starliner, it was some way to get into the front of the ship. And the problem is, I don't think they can add that in, because underneath you have all those secret, not so secret tunnels underneath. I'm not sure if that can ever add it in, but if they ever did add another way to get into the Mercury Starliner, #1 ship, all-time favorite, perfect ship, solo or with 2 or 3 friends. Definitely the Mercury Starliner. And with that, I think this wraps up our Crusader section of the IAE. So, let me know your thoughts. Mercury Ion, Mercury Ares Inferno, Ares Inferno, Ares Ion, and share your thoughts on the Mercury Starliner, which I think is an awesome, awesome ship. With that, guys, if you enjoy my content, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up. Wait, I'm gonna do it this way. Alright, guys, you know what to do. If you enjoy my content, let me turn the lights on. If you enjoy my content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, your comments below, always appreciated. I'll catch you in the next one.